Welcome everyone. We are discussing this chapter determinant, and we already completed up to addition of determinant and some problems, important problems from this finding this determinant value or using the properties of determinant, how to find this determinant value, and some proofs also. So let us discuss first this next topic, that is the multiplication and this adjoint and reciprocal of determinant. So let's start with this multiplication. How to multiply two determinant. Now we know how to multiply two matrices. Now that time what we will do, we will just take this one matrix, this two matrix, and then we will move like row with column, right? But for the determinant, we will move row with row. Okay, so first row with first row and then first row with second row. So that means this row multiply with this row. So what you will find, AP plus BQ, and then this first row will multiply with the second one, that is this row. So that time you will find AR plus BS. So similarly, this second row with this first row and then again second row with this second row. So multiply this one. So for the determinant value, we will move this row with row. So we will multiply row with the row of the second determinant. So that's the rule for multiplication of two determinant. So let us take two determinant of order 3 and let's multiply this one. So firstly, we need to multiply this row with this row. So 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, and then 3 3s are 9 and minus minus plus. So plus 9. Next, now we need to multiply this first row with this second row. So multiply it 0, 3. That means 0 and then plus 2, 1, 2 and then minus 3 with 0, 0. So only 2. Now again multiply this first row with this third row. So what you will find, 0 into 0, 0, 4 2s are 8 and then minus 3, minus 2, that is plus 6, right? So write it down in a similar manner, just write it down the second row and the third row. That is this row, firstly multiply with this and then this row, then the second row and then the third row. And we will find this row. And similarly for this third row also, so multiply them, you will find this determinant, that is 9 to 14 minus 10, 5, 0, minus 10, minus 3, 8. So this is the answer of this multiplication. Okay. So next, let us move to this adjoint portion. That is, firstly, what is the adjoint matrix? First, we will talk about adjoint matrix. Then we will talk about this determinant value of this adjoint. So if any matrix is given, I'm not taking in general matrix, I'm taking here a particular matrix, that is, I'm explaining this thing with an example. So here I'm taking order 3 matrix, that is 4 1 2 7 3 5 5 1 3. So this matrix I have taken. Now we need to find the adjoint of it. Now you need to know that how to find this cofactors or this minors and cofactor. You know how to find this minors and cofactors, we already learned it. So for 4, the cofactors is, that is 3, 5 and then 1, 3. Right? And for 1, the cofactor is definitely its sign minus and then 7 5 5 3. Now, for this 2, the cofactor is 7, 3, 5, 1. And similarly, write down all the cofactors according to each and every element. So these are the cofactors according to this element. And now take it transpose. So that will be your adjoint matrix. Okay, so this matrix of cofactors according to each and every element and take its transpose, it will be your adjoint of A. So what is this? So firstly write down its values, that is 4, minus 1, minus 1, 4, 2, minus 6 and minus 8, 1, 5. This is your adjoint of A. So with the help of this cofactors, you can find this adjoint of any matrix. Clear? So this is this matrix A and this is its adjoint. Now we talk about one property for determinant. For determinant, that time we are just calling out these properties. That time we found a property that is adjoint A into A and A into adjoint A. This value is given by determinant A into the identity matrix, right? So let us check this property. This property is hold for this matrix or not. So A into adjoint A. So this matrix A into adjoint A. So firstly we need to move this row with the column. So for each and every case, you know how to multiply two matrices. So I'm not repeating this multiplication again. So if you multiply this one, I'm just talking about just one element and other you will solve. Okay. So 4 is 16 and then 1 into 4 plus 4 and then 2 into minus 8 minus 16. So that means this will be 4. Okay, so the first element is 4 and moving to the second one, that is first row and the second column. So 4 into minus 1, minus 4, 1 into 2, 2 and 2 into 2, again 2. Now 2 plus 2, 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 into minus 1, 4, 1 into minus 6, minus 6 and then 2 into 5, that is 10. So 10 minus 10, that is also 0. So 4, 0, 0. Here is the first row. So second and third row, find this value. You will find the second row is given by 0, 4, 0 and the third row is 0, 0, 4. Now just take common this 4 from this matrix. So you will find this 4 into identity. And what is 4? If you find this determinant value of this A, you will find this determinant value of this A, that is determinant of A is 4. Find this determinant value. You can easily find the determinant value. Just break this determinant and find the value. So if this determinant A is 4, so we can write this thing as determinant A into identity matrix. Now let's check adjoint A into A. What is this value of this multiplication? If we multiply this one, we will find the same matrix again, that is 4, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, 4. Okay, so this will be 4 into identity. Take 4 common, or you can say divide this matrix by 4 and multiply by 4 again. So we can write down this value is determinant A into identity matrix. Now look at here. What is the property? Just go through this video where we discuss the properties of determinant. That time, this among this last 4 properties, the one property is there, that is A into adjoint A is equals to adjoint A into A is given by determinant A into identity. Okay, definitely this identity matrix is of order 3. Okay, here only this is of order 3. So this is proved. That means this property holds for any matrix. So you can prove it also by taking any general matrix in the form of A11, A12, A13, like that. If you take this all elements, and that time you also can prove this one, that is A into adjoint A equals to adjoint A into A is equals to determinant A into identity matrix. Now this is this adjoint matrix and the matrix and their properties. Now moving to this determinant A and determinant of adjoint A. So we can easily find this determinant of A. Just break this determinant and find the value. This is 4. And what is this determinant of adjoint? Just determinant value of this matrix. So you can find this value also. So find the value. Now, one thing, there is A into adjoint A. Determinant of this one is given by determinant of this matrix, that is 4, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, and then 0, 0, 4. Now for a determinant, take common 4 from the first row, take common 4 from the second row, and take common 4 from the third row. Right? So you will find this 4 cube into this determinant, that is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and this value is always 1. So we are not writing 1, that is 4 cube. And what is 4? 4 is again determinant of A. So determinant of A cube. Right? So we can write down here, that is A into adjoint A, its determinant, and adjoint A into A, its determinant is given by determinant A, then its cube. So remember this thing, whenever we are using the matrix property, that is A into adjoint A and equals to adjoint A into A, that time this determinant, this matrix is given by determinant A into identity matrix. But whenever we are finding the determinant value of this multiplication, that time the value is given by determinant A, its cube. So this is this adjoint of a matrix and adjoint of this determinant value of this matrix and determinant value of this adjoint matrix. So moving to the next point, that is the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal determinant? Let us take this same one, A I am taking in a form of delta, and look at here. What you can write this thing as? This value is given by what? 4. Now, adjoint, determinant of its adjoint given by this one. Here I am not writing, here I am not taking this adjoint, means this transpose, since whenever we need to find this adjoint of A, that time we need to take transpose now. So here I am not taking the transpose, since A transpose of this determinant and determinant of A, both are same. So for finding the reciprocal, you can avoid these things whenever you are finding this reciprocal determinant. So that time you can avoid this transpose also. And if you want to transpose it and then take the determinant, you can also take this one. So its adjoint is given by this delta 1. Then its reciprocal, delta 2, is given by that each and every element of this adjoint determinant, we need to divide these things by this determinant value, that is by 4. So divide this one. So if you take common this 1 by 4 from each row, you can write down this determinant in this form also, or you can take common this 1 by 4 from first row, second row, and third row. So that means 1 by determinant, first determinant, that is delta cube, into determinant 1, that is this adjoint. Okay. Now the relation between this reciprocal and the determinant and this adjoint. So according to all these properties, there is a result. What is the result? Result is given by this is the determinant of this A, and if this one is the determinant of adjoint A, then it's reciprocal, then determinant 1 into determinant, that is adjoint, determinant of adjoint A into A, that is given by this value, right? Since the value is always this 4 0 0 0 4 0 and 0 0 4, so we can write down this thing as like that. So that means this once I can write down, that is delta cube. So delta 1 into delta is given by delta cube. So delta 1 is given by what? Delta square. So that time we can write down this delta 2, that is the reciprocal determinant, is given by 1 upon delta cube into delta 1, and in the place of delta 1 you can put this delta square, and ultimately this value is given by 1 upon delta. So that's why it is called reciprocal determinant, since it is 1 by delta. Okay, this is one important result, that is this reciprocal determinant is given by one of the determinant value. Okay, so let's solve some problems from it. So you need to find this adjoint determinant and reciprocal determinant of this given determinant value. So write down the determinant first, 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 2 2, and its adjoint determinant is given by this delta 1. Now what do you mean by this adjoint? That means it's cofactors for each and every element. So cofactor for 1 is 5 6 2 2. Now if we find this value, 5 2s are 10 minus 6 2s are 12, that is minus 2. Okay, now the cofactor for this element 2, so that will be firstly minus, and then 4, then 6 4 6 3 2. So minus of 4 2s are 8 minus 18, that is minus 10, and minus of minus 10 is plus 10. This is there. Next, cofactor of this 3, that is plus only sign, and this will be 4 5 3 2. Leave this one and this one, you will find this value. So 4 2s are 8 minus 15, that means it will be minus 7. So minus 2 10 minus 7, minus 2 10 minus 7. So like that you can easily find the other rows also. So find these rows, you can easily find the rows, the value of this, the 2 minus 7 4 and minus 3 6 minus 3. Here also same thing, I am not taking this transpose, since this A transpose of this determinant value also given this determinant value are same. So here I am not taking the transpose, but whenever you are finding this adjoint of any matrix, that time you need to take this transpose. Since the value will be equal, I am not taking the transpose here. You can take the transpose and then you can write down this determinant also. Now you need to find this reciprocal. So that will be 1 by determinant of this, that is delta cube into delta 1. So write it down, this delta cube and delta 1. So you need to find first this delta. What is delta? You need to find this determinant value. So delta is given by, now look at this, just multiply this row with this row, right? So 1 into minus 2, since according to the property of cofactors, just go through this cofactor and minus, you will find why we need to multiply this first row with the first row. So 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2, and then plus 2 into 10 plus this 3 into minus 7, that is minus 2 plus 20 minus 21, that means it will be minus 3. Now divide all the elements of this adjoint determinant by minus 3, so you will find this value. So this is your reciprocal determinant and this is your adjoint determinant. Okay, so these are this adjoint matrix and adjoint determinant and how to find its value. And in the next class, we will learn this uses of this adjoint and uses of its properties and some applications of it. So for today, this is done, and just practice these things and finding this adjoint from, take any matrix or determinant and find this adjoint and check this properties also. Verify the properties, those you have learned today. Just verify these properties for each and every determinant or matrix. Okay, so if any problem or any doubt is there, you're free to ask. Thank you.